Morning, this is 335. I'm on here today again to talk about Diddy's case. I believe this is the second day, Tuesday, May the 13th. Finally, the trial has begun. All the jurors have been selected, everything is in place, and the plaintiffs are beginning to share their open statements and this and that. So one plaintiff already went on the stand yesterday. Remember, we all can't see on the inside what's going on. We can only, you know, we'll only be told afterwards. I obtained a lot of information from good old TMZ. I obtained a lot of information for Fox Local. It's the press outside called the stakeout, Fox Local Stakeout. So you can see people going inside the court. I seen his family go in the court. I seen his legal team going, this dream team going to court and stuff like that. So yesterday, a woman was on the stand that she used to work for Diddy, used to work for him, or, well, I'll say she got caught up allegedly in all this stuff that's going on. She claims that she was in one of the alleged freak-offs, and that she was instructed to do something she didn't want to do with one of Diddy's male escort without not using a condom. And she allegedly claims that Diddy told her that she had to. So what I'm saying is that not anybody gets to this level with these alleged freak-offs. Someone had to tell her what might happen or what was going to go down. Now, not everybody gets in those parties. Now, when you're dealing with any person like in a higher echelon and the moguls and stuff like that, when they do stuff on an upscale level, I mean, you put yourself out there like that. I'm sorry if that happened, it happened. Allegedly. You gotta prove it. And when you're dealing with a person like a billionaire like Sean Puffy Combs, there's a lot of people that's coming after them kind of people. So we don't really know what's what. Well, you got out of there to come testify on the stand. And how many times did you do this before that happened? Now they're trying to say this and that he drugged certain folks to do certain things. You probably was into drugs before this. Like I say, they don't just have innocent people or somebody that don't share the same kind of lifestyles and stuff, where this stuff just automatically happens. You just wasn't a little quiet mouse church girl or church guy and became in this type of atmosphere. Now, we're going to see what happens today. I don't know what else they got to say, but I want to listen to the aftermath. So, and another thing I wanted to say, all this stuff they're gonna have to prove, because you're saying a lot of this is adult consensual, and just because somebody wants to have a freak off, it's none of my business. I don't care what they do in their own time. They're saying this and that. They're saying it's a law against sex trafficking which is true, but who's to say it was really sex trafficking? To me, it seemed like a lot of that stuff was done adult consensual. And I mean, he just didn't pick up these women from church, or somebody knew about him through somebody else, or something. He just ain't gonna deal with anybody anyway. And it was this other lady. I found her on Soft White Underbelly is the name of the show, and I can't think of the lady name, but she was an escort on the streets on Skid Row, and but she was more upkept, looked like, but she came about the well, I think his name was Michael Latia. She came about him because he seen her somewhere out there in California, and she said she was appointed to Diddy from a prince. See what I'm saying? Diddy knows royalty and stuff like that. And when she got there and met Diddy, she claims that she met Diddy and another young lady in the industry. I don't want to call the name. I know the name, but I don't want to call it. And he was asking her does she want to come in the party and all like that. Look it up. It's online. Just put in Google, girl from just put it on Google, lady lady that claims Diddy took her into the party, one of his parties. But anyway, she was appointed to him by a prince. I don't know the prince's name because she never gave it up. I said that to say that a lot of these people, I'm going back from the lady that was on the stand yesterday, talking about this and that, you appointed from somebody. They know how Diddy get down and like that, allegedly, if he was doing all that. But it goes back to adult consensual. You know, ain't no way in the world you gonna tell me all the many years to now you just want to come forth when this is how you was living your lifestyle all that time. Now all of a sudden you feel like your feelings is hurt, or you feel like you being stepped on or something, or somebody owe you something. Now we waiting for Cassidy to come on here. Everybody keep talking about how he beat her in the hallway at that hotel. You know, that, I mean, you're not supposed to hit a woman like that, period. I'm saying how it all escalated. Who knows what they were fussing about. Before that, Cassidy had been with Diddy for a long time anyway. Before all that, she would do this and that, back and forth. And then somebody had mentioned yesterday, I believe it was yesterday, I heard on one of the news channels that he would have golden showers on Cassidy. Hell, he had, allegedly, if he did that with a lot of them. See, this is what I'm saying. Sex is sex. XXX adult entertainment is adult entertainment. I can tell you some stuff that's worse than that. Adult, not that Diddy did, but what I have heard and stuff. Golden shower, I mean, it depends on what level of adult entertainment you're looking at, because an adult, don't be immature, be mature. If you gonna go out there and do them things, don't feel like I'm so embarrassed and this happened and that happened and it's a conflict now. Mature adult sex is mature adult sex, whatever comes with it. And if you were told that he likes to do these kinds of things, allegedly, you showed up for something. You was there for a reason. Now they're going to get Cassidy on the stand. And she's not in a good predicament to be on the stand now. Everybody's seen pictures of her on the media, on social media. She could have her child, or look like she pregnant, got twins. I mean, she could have them at any time. She not in good enough health, because if she get up on that stand and get upset, Lord forbid, you don't want nothing to happen to her or the babies, you know. But she had a lot of stuff for her too, because I know it's not easy to leave money like that, but if you felt as though you was treated so wrong, you would have spoke up then and left. You had a record deal with Bad Boy. You put out records before, or one album, I believe. Everybody liked the music you put out with Bad Boy. It's only you and me, or something like that. Me now. Yeah, I liked it too. So, I mean, I don't know what to say. It's like, you should have been came for. Yeah, true. You say this and that. He was abusive. Them kind of men on them levels, they always do that kind of stuff. But he also claimed he really cared about her. So, and they said Cassidy, from what I was reading on the social media yesterday, said Cassidy left Diddy because he wouldn't marry her because of Kim Porter. But that's not least to say, because she is getting something from the deal. She's getting 33 million or something like that. So, I mean, he did, Puffy Diddy, Sean Combs did close that deal. And just like when you messing with moguls like that, they do that kind of stuff all the time. Remember what they were saying about T.I. and his wife? How they was escorting people around and this and that. They said a few things about the others, but they said this and that. It was adult consensual. Unlike with R. Kelly, they got him for something else. They got him for a lot of stuff. This and that, I don't know, but I don't think R. Kelly case don't come close to what they trying to say about Diddy. I think more than sexual trafficking, I'm gonna call it. This is my opinion. I'm calling it just like sexual, adult consensual content, adult consensual sexual acts that folks didn't feel comfortable with, but they felt comfortable with, to come inside Diddy's kingdom to partake and participate. So I want to see if I want to hear about if Cassidy got on that stand and what she really had to say. Oh yeah, this ain't got nothing to do with no domestic violence. Don't change or you know, represent the case about domestic violence. This don't have nothing to do with racketeering or sex trafficking, okay? We're going to wait and see. I want to know why they going after this man. I really do. I want to know why they going after this man.